Hey Michigan fans and sports fans in general, welcome to the Phoolish Show. I'm just doing a little recap of Michigan versus Alabama in the 2020 version, I guess. I don't know, 2019, 2020 version of the Citrus Bowl. And if you're a pessimistic Michigan fan, one who did not expect Michigan to do much in this game, you're like me, maybe kind of pleasantly surprised for the first half. Honestly, after the first play by Alabama, 85 yards to Judy, I'm like, oh man, this is going to be like Tennessee versus Michigan in like 1999 or something like that. They won 45-17 over Michigan that year. That's what I thought might happen. But Michigan defense settled down. And honestly, I'm not going to blame the defense for much. They held Alabama to 28 points. I know they had the last touchdown, but really they held Alabama to 28 points. And they held Najee Harris to, well, he finished with 136 yards, I think it was. But he got 70 of those on the last drive when Michigan was really kind of trying to strip the ball. You could see that. That's how you're pulling 4 or 5 guys along. It's because you're trying to just strip the ball, hit the ball. You're not tackling them. And to be fair, Harris kept going. Kudos to him. But Michigan actually did a pretty good job of shutting Harris down. The big star, again, was Judy and their quarterback. Man, he was just heaving the ball up deep, and in our one-on-one coverages, the wide receivers made plays. He did not make the big play, the big mistake, their quarterback. Against Auburn, he threw 2 pick sixes. No problems today. In fact, Michigan defense had 0 sacks. 0. And that's, I think, a big difference there. They could not get any pressure on the Alabama quarterback. And there you go. So I'm not saying the defense did great, but only giving up 28 points, you should be able to be in the game. And I guess Michigan was in the game, but offensively, things really switched from the first half to the second half. I think they had 130-some yards rushing in the first half, 27 in the second half. So, like, Alabama really switched things up. To be fair, they also stopped the run. Michigan would run on first or second down and get nothing. So it's second or third and long. It's like, now you're throwing it, and you're Patterson. And Patterson picked one terrible day to have a terrible game. I mean, to end his Michigan career with probably his worst statistical game he's had. Like 17 of 37, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. I know the last one, fine. It was a Hail Mary. I'm not going to count that one again. So 1 pick. That one to Eubanks, I don't know what was going on. It was zone. Obviously, if he throws the ball upfield, he probably gets a touchdown. And you watch the game, Patterson was not able to throw the deep ball at all. According to ESPN, he overthrew 7 throws by 5 yards or more. When you got Nico Collins and Donovan Peoples-Jones, you got to let them get the chance to get the ball. Sidebar here. I'm kind of a little worried about Collins and Peoples-Jones. I don't know what their draft stock is, actually. I don't know if they want to come back. Peoples-Jones had 1 catch. Collins had 4. So it's like, do you really want to come back and like be in that type of offense where you get the ball once or 4 times? I know Collins got more throws than that, but I don't know. I could see them going pro because if they're draftable, where they send in, get their information from the NFL if they're draftable or not. So we'll see. Certainly today was not an offensive explosion like Michigan had, even though the rushing game was good, the passing game was good. They almost put up 300 yards in the first half. Second half, totally different. Give credit to Alabama and their offensive and defensive adjustments. They kept making plays, especially on the defensive side of the ball. It's hard when your quarterback is not accurate. He hit no deep balls, so all the coverage is just getting tighter and tighter. They even showed on a couple plays where Collins would have had a wide open catch. Peoples-Jones blew by his guy, and Patterson doesn't see him or doesn't feel confident enough to throw to him. There you go. So you have one quarterback, Alabama, who threw the ball out there and let his guys make plays. Michigan, Patterson didn't have the confidence today. He really didn't, and you could just kind of see it, overthrowing all those deep balls. He had no confidence in his arm, and I don't know why. It's like your last day, man. Go out with, your best effort, and it didn't happen. So, like I said, the game went the way I thought it was. I thought Alabama would win. Honestly, the score 28-16, I know the last touchdown. It wasn't a blowout, so I'm kind of happy about that, but It is what it is, 9-4. I honestly, after the Wisconsin game, the Army game, the Iowa game, I was really thinking Michigan might have 5 regular season losses. So to finish with 3 regular season losses, you beat Michigan State. Try to tilt the bar in Michigan's favor a little bit more there. You beat Notre Dame. So, a meh season. Sorry, a meh season. Meh. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts about this game? Is it how you expected? Did Michigan do a little bit better defensively, like I think? Offensively, just a total fall flat, especially the second half. I love the play calling in the first half. I love the execution. It just went away. And, part of that goes to Michigan failure. Part of the credit has to go to Alabama. So, what are your thoughts about the game? And what do you think about Michigan, the season overall? Is it a success? Is it meh? And we'll see how it plays out with coordinators. Is Don Brown going to leave? Talk is that, Lane Kiffin wants to get one of our guys, I think his name is Partridge, wants to get him. It'll be a big blow to lose that guy. He's one of our best recruiters. So if I had I got to keep an eye on that. I'll probably do another video after Michigan versus Michigan State. Big Ten basketball picks up again on the hardwood this coming weekend. And I appreciate you guys watching. As always, appreciate the comments. We'll put them in the comment section. I'll try to respond to them as best I can. And again, thanks for all the new subscribers. As always, I'll catch you next time, and go blue.